Good morning, Abraham. Can we prepare our next life now while we're still in this one?
You are, and you are doing it collectively and globally. We hear what you're getting at. We hear it from so many. Oh, Abraham, I came forth into this physical experience, and if I had a guidance system, I didn't know it, and I got separated from it pretty good, and I had a few years of not feeling so good, and out of that was born a desire to feel better, and then I discovered the science of deliberate creation or whatever, and now I'm feeling so much better than I've ever felt, and I really do not want to be born again and have to go through all of that again. And we say, and yet, you could not be at this place of receiving if you had not been at this place of desiring. And you could not be at this place of desiring if you were not at one time at that place of deciphering contrast. So when you say, how good it is now, but damn the process that got me here, we say, you're going to bless the process again and again and again. It is lifetime after lifetime going to bring you to these strong places of wanting. What you can do is teach your children about their well-being and encourage them to teach their children about well-being, so that as you continue to come forth into this physical experience, there are greater and greater platforms of well-being. Do not teach them to look at pockets of things going wrong and accept them as the basis of their life experience. They just don't need to be that, you see. Yes.
This brings me to another question, which is, in Buddhism, for example, they talk about choosing to come back or not. Is this possible? At some point they said you can make the decision to remain in the non-physical.
Well, here is the thing that is a little confusing about that. It's hard for you in your physical form to see the non-physical as it really is. As you look around the room and you see very distinctive clumps of people. In fact, there's a chair provided for each clump. So then you begin to assume that there must be clumps of non-physical. So you picture little chairs in heaven with little clumps of beings sitting around or standing around or flying around. But you do picture clumps, don't you? You picture clumps of beings. And so then the question is, well, is the clump coming forth or is the clump not coming forth? And we say, the clump never came forth. It has always been a stream of consciousness that is focused in these individual personalities. And so sometimes people will say to us, Abraham, have you ever been physical? Or why aren't you physical now? Or here's the big one they often say to us, Abraham, if this physical life experience is so damn good, why aren't you here? Why aren't you here experiencing the contrast of this time and place? And we say, remember that source energy is always here. In other words, we are more here than you are here. In fact, what this whole gathering is about you getting so in alignment with that which we are that you then know that we are here. The only reason that you ever think that your inner being or that source energy or whatever you're wanting to call it isn't here is because you're focused so tenaciously on things that are so vibrationally different than that which we are that you've got your awareness of us pinched off. But even if your awareness of us is pinched off, we are still here. In other words, we could not be more here. You can't get here any more than source energy is here, you see. But when you say, well, I want the whole clump that is source energy to come here, we say, does the word source mean anything to you? That's like saying, I want all of the headwaters to come to the ocean. You see.